You like the top or you just like to lose? Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose? Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose? Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose? Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose? Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose? Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we finish off week 4.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My A-spoon going big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters. This ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight. I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitated. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning, my catalog like James.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we finish off week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Packers at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert!
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Second and 3. Completes it again to Dobbs. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. This is intercepted. And into the end zone, it's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Corral.
And this is going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Let's go now.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Back to throw. Past the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Grady Jarrett breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Corral. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time. A drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals, 18 Pioneers.
Now a play fake here on first down.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready, set. Moving 19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because...
And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Corral on 2nd down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Right back to Pitts again. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit. Corral sets up play action. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either. Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one. Play action here. Corral. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That his 1st catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away. Corral, another throw on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot in the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their 1st possession? And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch. Right back to him on 1st down. Takes it to about the 37. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Dragon 60. Come 19. Come 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
They'll set up a throw. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Taken down at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6.
That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Rondale Moore.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Corral going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again.
7 yards there and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
First down. Here's Corral with it. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Corral on first down.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll
wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Corral. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, here's Corral. This is caught. And he's brought down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a...
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Corral throwing for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offense. First down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Moore, the man in motion. They go play action here on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now back to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play, because remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 Wyatt. Dragon 60. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Corral. Here's Johnson with a reception. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Corral. And he will find his man on the outside. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter play.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Fourth down, here's Corral. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road, want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules remind us how this goes. So advantage Packers here. They'll possess the ball first with a chance to win it here in overtime. And this will not be returned. Back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead. But ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Oh, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Yeah, the Falcons going to use another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Room here to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 174 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
Come on, set. 60 by 6, 60 by 6.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for Green...
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature.